One area that I have a lot of experience in is having conversations with people with dementia. Of course, my mom has dementia, Alzheimer's, and it can be challenging at times. But I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do to make things go a little smoother, and they're really all about keeping your perspective with Alzheimer's and dementia, making things easier on yourself. Okay, number 1 would be, don't talk down to them. Don't treat them like a little kid. One of my biggest pet peeves is when people are talking to somebody in their 80s like they're 5 or 6 years old. You want to make sure that you're treating them with dignity. They're just like you. They just can't understand as many things as you're understanding. So it's important for you to really kind of keep that level of respect. People with dementia, they can't recall something. They don't exactly remember what the situation was. So they fill with either words that don't make sense, or sometimes it seems like they're lying to you. They're creating stories, they're making things up to kind of fill in the holes and the gaps in their memories. And so my advice to you is let them, don't correct them. You could even come back and acknowledge what they're saying and say, oh yeah, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, I don't remember that. Oh, that's great. Number 3 is never say, do you remember? And I've done this a bunch of times. Is I'll say to my mom, hey, do you remember that time of this? Or do you remember what you had for dinner last night? You know, all those different things. They have a problem with their memory, right? So a lot of times we use this as a conversation starter in our normal everyday lives, but we've got to really make sure that we're not doing this when we're talking to somebody with dementia. Don't argue. I've seen people have long drawn out arguments with people who just are not thinking clearly. That is a waste of your time. It creates a lot of anxiety for the person with dementia, and you're never going to win that argument. Let's be honest, you are never going to win that argument. So really try to back off. If you find yourself that you're getting into those arguments, you try to really back off of that. And the last one is, hey, if you do find yourself in a situation where maybe you're not agreeing or any of those situations are coming up, redirect the conversation. Change the topic. Change the topic to something that they like or they enjoy. A safe topic. You could talk about the weather. You could talk about a family member. But basically you're there to kind of create a new avenue to discuss and have a conversation with your parent. So hopefully, hey, there's 5 of them. Hopefully you can have a good conversation with a family member. If you need assisted living, if you need a caregiver, give me a call. I can help lead you to the right direction. All right, talk to you soon.